What's going on, guys? My name is Mr. Hurricane, and today I have a Madden 13 ranked match to share with you guys. Today I am playing as my favorite team, of course, the Minnesota Vikings, against the New York Giants. And I've been playing these late-night Madden 13 live streams with my subs, and it's been a lot of fun, other than the fact that I've lost a lot. So I've been playing some ranked matches, trying to step my game up and get back to winning more often. And so here I am playing with the Vikings. My opponent had readied up as the Giants first. I picked the Vikings because I wanted to run all over his linebackers with Adrian Peterson. I knew I would have trouble going outside. Jason Pierre-Paul and Justin Tuck can hang with me sideline to sideline, and I end up having to punt on his first possession because of Chris Canty applying pressure. But when it comes to defense, the Vikings are a very different Madden team than most because the Vikings lack speed. They can't handle a lot of outside runners, and Eli Manning's running for 24 yards on me. That wasn't what I was looking for. And I know Akeem Nicks and Victor Cruz are definitely fast enough to make my secondary look terrible. So when you're playing as the Vikings, you have to keep in mind their weaknesses, and they don't do very well in man coverage because they don't have the speed necessary to hang with outside receivers. Here's Chris Cook, my number 2 guy, my fastest starting corner, and he gets beat by Akeem Nicks. Now I have Josh Robinson, and he can hang with almost anybody, but you gotta play zone with the Vikings. And as soon as I switch to his zone, I bait him into the interception with Chad Greenway, and I'll take over now. So at that point I knew, okay, man coverage is going to get me beat on the outside. I got to find a way to play zone. And the thing I like so much about zone coverage is that you can give so many different zone looks as opposed to man coverage looks. And on offense, all I want to do is run with Adrian Peterson, but he's making that extremely difficult at the moment, doing very well in run defense. So let's go back to my zone coverage. The linebackers, though, that's where I have a weakness. And Jasper Brinkley's not a very fast linebacker at all. I don't want him in man coverage. Chad Greenway is the Vikings' best linebacker, and Aaron Henderson is the second best, but I wanted to play more in my nickel packages because then I can take a third linebacker off the field. And here, I played some man coverage, and I got beat. I wanted to switch up my defense, and I knew that he might break to the outside, and I covered the outside receiver, Akeem Nicks, with Jamarcus Sanford, but I can only use her one guy at a time. So at that point, I'm like, okay, zone strictly, basically. You got me, Madden. But still, I'm having a lot of trouble running the football with Adrian, and his defensive line is just doing a phenomenal job. So second down and 12, quick pass to Percy Harvin, and he's up to the 30-yard line. I get a 7-yard completion. And I got Jarius Wright playing in the slot, want more speed, and I'm a big fan of Jarius Wright, so I want him to play. 3rd and 5, and Kyle Rudolph just sticks out one hand. He is your most reliable passing target, more so than Percy Harvin. But Rudolph just doesn't have great speed. 2nd and 10, back to Adrian, and why is Matt Khalil running into Adrian when I'm running up the gut? Nothing makes sense right now. So I gotta throw it again. Here's Christian Ponder, and I see Percy get a little bit of separation, and then I'm not sure what he tried to do there, and I end up getting a touchdown after the catch. And that was a very nice throw by Ponder, a nice route run by Percy Harvin. So back to defense now, a tie ball game. And he's spreading me out, which I don't like because he automatically wins the speed advantage. But zone coverage, that was what I was relying on. And I may have hit Eli late with Kevin Williams. May have. 1st and 10, now he goes to Ahmad Bradshaw, breaks to the outside, and this is what I can't stand. The Vikings don't have enough players that can contain outside runners, even guys that don't have elite speed like Ahmad Bradshaw. Basically, Josh Robinson has to be my workhorse, and he's not really good enough in the game to do that, and to be Antoine, but faster, basically. 3rd and 6, I have the football, and still can't run it, so I'll just go back to Kyle Rudolph. I'll break a tackle. Adrian picks up a huge block on the safety, and then, I don't know if he dove, if Jerome Simpson got away with some funny business there with the block in the back, but either way, it's a touchdown for Kyle Rudolph, and I tie the game up once again at 14. So 40 seconds to go in the first half, and I don't want to give up a big play here. And luckily for me, Chad Greenway decides to make another big play for me, and I'll take it back to the house. And this play was attributed by the pressure applied by Brian Robinson. And this is a mistake I often make. I hate getting sacked because I'm afraid I'm going to fumble, but a lot of times I'll throw the pick anyway, and that's the trap he falls into. 21-14. And I'm feeling great now. My defense has been phenomenal since I changed up to zone, although what was I doing on that play with Antoine? I was completely out of my zone. 1st and 10 at midfield. Now he has a shot to get some points, but Jasper Brinkley got the interception, covering Dominic Hickson. I'll take it. Logic does not prevail, but I win. And so I'm going to keep pondering the game for this deep ball throw, looking for Greg Childs, and it's overthrown. And that'll be the end of the first half, 21-14. Though I came out after a very rough start and got my defense together, but I was still worried about Ahmad Bradshaw. But Jamarcus Sanford can lay the wood. That's the one other strength the Vikings have. In the game, they're very good at zone coverage and creating fumbles. Not as good of a pass rushing team as I would hope they would be in Madden, but I'm going to this back shoulder throw on 2nd and 11. I love those back shoulder curls. And I throw it just a hair too early. Usually I get away with this, so I threw it early. But if I had just waited, Percy had an easy 1st down inside the 15. So my turnover doesn't even matter. And he has the football back again. And we're just going to trade, I guess. Aaron Henderson. And at this point, I had fallen in love with the Viking zone coverage. And Aaron almost makes a highlight play for me. I almost had to make a special video just for that play. But he ends up going down to the 17. So, can't run, I'm going to throw it. Ponder to Percy, 1st down to the 7-yard line. And then I wanted to get very cute with my play calling. So I would an end around to Percy Harvin. I got the speed, going inside the 5, it only gets to the 1-yard line. The end around almost never works for me, so I call that one a major victory. 3rd and goal, handoff Adrian, there's the power, there's the touchdown. I had zero confidence in that play working, but I didn't want to throw it at the goal line there. I give my opponent major credit for the run defense he was playing, and finally I get some pressure on Eli, and Kevin Williams gets a 6-yard sack. We'll back him up, and now he's at 3rd down and 13. And I played a lot of cover 3 zones, and I don't know where the purple was on that play, but a lot of cover 3, corners covering the sidelines, linebackers in the middle. That's what I really prefer to play when I'm playing zone. But sometimes you get beat like that, especially in cover 2. And so he hurries it up there with Cruz. I call an audible, and I'm just hoping he goes for it again. That's on the short side of the field, so we know that Harrison has to go a shorter distance. But how about Josh Robinson instead? Steps right in front of Victor Cruz. You have to be careful on a play like that. When he got the big play with Cruz, that was the open side of the field. But when he ran hurry up, it became the short side because Cruz was outside the hash. So that was kind of an easy play for me to end up getting on the interception. And I just wanted them to do it again, and I let him do it. And so yet another turnover gives me the football, and there's Jerome Simpson for a 1st down on a 3rd down conversion. And you guys know I never give up running the football, especially if I have the lead. I'll continue to try, but I'm not getting anything special with Adrian. 3rd down and 3 now. I have to throw, and he gets a great blitz on me. Takes me down with Jason Pierre-Paul, and I have to punt again. Luckily, my defense was getting a ton of turnovers because my offense was nothing special. And speaking of turnovers, have you met Josh Robinson yet? If you play with the Vikings, you'll notice he's not the greatest player in man coverage, but I believe his zone coverage rating is about an 81. Combine that with 97 speed, and you have a weapon on defense. But speaking of weapons, Adrian's been completely neutralized this game. 14 carries for 26 yards. That's not a typo or anything. That's just the truth. 3:38 to play, 3rd and 6, and I almost stole the pick. And I probably should have. My hot read was Simpson because he played soft on the outside, but I didn't account for the linebacker coming over and possibly disrupting my throw. But a great Chris Cluey punt pinned him at the 2-yard line, and he's going long. And Winfield, I get the deflection. Okay, I got lucky there. I always want to get the safety, but I can't play stupid here against the pass. And Winfield this time can't make the deflection. Coming over with Harrison Smith, and Cruz is off to the races, and Victor Cruz will go 98 yards. And we're back to a 1-score game, and he's doing the salsa all over my defense. And now, can I do anything on offense to put this game away? Handoff, Adrian trying to go inside. There's the speed. Let's cut to the inside, and he's taken down at the 48 of New York. Finally get a nice play with Adrian. I don't want another one. So up the middle, there's too much traffic in the way. And so I'll settle for 3rd down and 5. Shotgun with Ponder. I want to throw, but Ponder can run a little bit himself. And so if I can't run with Adrian, I'll just run with Christian. but a couple negative plays have me stuck at 3rd and 14. I just want to run and get in field goal range, but once again, linemen in the backfield, everything gets messed up. It's a 60-yarder from here. I'm just going to play it safe and punt it, give him a long field to work with. He'll have 80 yards to go after I punt this out of the end zone. And so I didn't give Blair Walsh the opportunity. I have that much faith in my defense. But he does have plenty of time, going outside with Ahmad Bradshaw, using the sideline as a 12th defender, take him out of bounds at the 33. Don't want Bradshaw to make this easy on him now. I want him to throw the football. And under pressure, Eli, you're in trouble. Josh Robinson for the 3rd time. And here goes 2012's fastest sprinter at the combine. Josh Robinson makes it a 2-score game with his 3rd interception on the day. And what I noticed in this game after watching it again was that he didn't adapt to my zone coverage. It's like he played the entire game like he expected me to play in man. That out route, that beats man coverage, but against zone, you see the result. But he's not done yet. Victor Cruz loses the football. I'm not sure what happened there. So can't nap on him now. 14-point lead, minute to play. All right, now let's shut it down. Harrison Smith with the interception. And that ends the game. That is interception number 8. He turned the ball over 9 times, yet I only won by 14 points. So luckily, my defense spotted me an absurd amount of turnovers because my offense did nothing impressive. Ponder has a nice stat line. Peterson, not anything impressive. But the defense, man, zone coverage with the Vikings. I might need to bust out some more games with these guys to see if I can do this more often. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comment section if you want more ranked match videos. I have plenty stocked up on my hard drive now after the last few days. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.